Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. It's your boy, Skinny Penis, and the cast of TableStory Pandemonium, including DistractedElf, Pony Punch, The Tiller, Peachy Pixel 8, and what appears to be a giant crab. I crab Bobby Flair will never die. That was the greatest.
That was hilarious. That was one of the best things on Twitch.
I was about to fight a giant crab in Skyrim and Bobby raided, and I was like, I can't do the raid thing now, so I'm just gonna name the crab Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Iron Crab Bobby Flower. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's TableStory Pandemonium with the crew, the gang. We've been off for a week. It was Pony and Peachy and Elf and mine's fault that we were off last week. And
was it mine?
Yeah, it was your fault, my fault, Elf, and Peachy's fault, I think.
I could 100% believe that.
I think. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I need some more energy drink. We are back, and I can't remember how to fucking stream. I swear to God, I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad.
We are back, and I don't know.
I'm just so bad
We
at
are
it.
back in this stream.
I don't know why they even let me have a channel.
Neither do any of us.
It's just awful. Anyway, let's do a little quick rounds of hellos and stuff. Hello everyone in chat. For the record, this is just a little bit of Apocalypse World. So all of our notification things are off, so nothing's going to pop up on screen. But I'm sure Noodle will give you a quick reach around if you like donating or subbing and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm doing. It's fucking awful. It's so awful. I'm just so bad at it. Let's see what we're doing. Bobby, how you been? I haven't seen you for 2 weeks. It's been too long.
It's been a million years. I've been all right. I've been sick for a while, but I'm feeling all right today, which is good. So did a little Strimstram this morning. Played some Dark Souls, some DLC, which was fun. Got my ass kicked.
Dark Souls 1?
3.
3.
DLC in 3. Yeah, such a good game.
Yeah, I haven't played 3 at all.
3 is really good.
It's on my
good,
list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth your time.
Yeah,
I just know it's just going to be me screaming and getting pissed off.
I mean,
That's
that's the whole
basically it.
point of streaming Dark Souls.
I know,
ever.
but I'm so goddamn impatient, and that's all it's going to be.
It takes some patience.
It's just going to be me being impatient.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really have a lot of patience, so I rage a lot. So, but it's fun still. The challenge is good. So, yeah, that's that. I can't wait to play today though.
Yeah.
I was a little sick last week. We're gonna play some games today. I'm playing Ricky. He's like a little old man. Picture Danny DeVito.
Hell yeah, that's all I'm going to picture.
Like,
Doesn't he have a
just
shotgun? Do you have a shotgun?
Yeah, it's like a cane shotgun. There's like a
Ridiculous.
plug that goes in the end. It's just like the bottom of the cane, and there's like a little like hook on the side that I just step on, and then I just pull it up, and I just got the shotgun ready to go.
Hell yeah, I'm going to get a gun
Yeah.
today as well.
Oh man, your character with a gun would be foolish.
It's just stupid. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to use it. I'm just probably going to use it as a club. That's the thing.
Your big fucking meat fists. Like,
Like
The
I
hardest
want to
club you
use
got,
it.
it's
I
just a
want to
shotgun.
use a gun because I think it would be cool. But like Gargant's an idiot, so he's probably just like, "Great, this is a good club."
You totally shoot. You totally do it.
his big like fingers can't reach the trigger because it's like too much of like a meaty fist.
Well, you said it was like one of those like kind of like a Gears of War gun, and they've all got meaty looking hands as well.
Yeah, it's like a put together welded piece of like machinery.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll confer with the mask.
Oh god.
Peachy, how you doing, Peachy?
I'm doing pretty good. Apart from I put a wet wipe in my pocket and now I have a damp leg.
Well,
That sounds like a completely avoidable problem.
I don't know why you
man.
did that.
That you just brought up on yourself, like.
Such an affiliate thing to do, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fucking affiliates, honestly. Who let them in? You were up late. Was it last night? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was up late.
I sat at the computer at 4 a.m. and he's streaming. What's up with that? Get a schedule, affiliate. Learn how to stream.
No, I wasn't streaming yesterday.
When was it? I was in there at some
I was streaming
ridiculous.
the other day.
There was a ridiculous hour.
I did roleplay last night, but then I was.
Oh my god, was it the night before? Is that how long?
Yeah. It was the night before.
I've been awake for 48 hours. I did a 48-hour stream last night.
Oh, I saw you when you were at 23 hours. Good job, dude.
Thank you. Thank you very much. When I'm tired and I start the stream tired, I just put 23 hours on the screen as if I'm at 23 hours of a 24-hour stream, so everyone excuses the fact that I'm like really tired and lame.
But then they're hyped because
and they're like, "Well, yeah, you made it, bro." I'm like, yeah, I'm powering through this last hour, guys. Charlie, how's it going? You're all grown up now. You got a job. How's that?
Body parts
Body
in
parts.
a lab,
Yeah.
pretty much.
You loving that or?
I mean, it's pretty chill.
Was that a pun? Did you just
Yeah,
make a pun?
Hey. Well, it's
Maybe
not-
I did.
it's
That's
not a
what you
morgue,
learn when
though,
you
is it?
work, like for real. No, it's not. We get a bunch of tests, a bunch of stuffs and parts of bodies that are in glasses or small boxes.
Sounds horrific.
Yeah. I've held a lot of different parts and touched them, except I shouldn't, and it was
Have
pretty
you touched
gross.
A dead penis.
Your life sounds like.
I need to know.
Yeah. Have you touched a dead penis yet?
I mean, I don't know. I could have. It's most
Do you not
definitely
know what a penis looks like?
no, but I mean, if they're cut up, it's not like you know what everything is. It's just
I guess.
parts, you know.
Is your job just like a giant jigsaw puzzle for dead people?
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
It's like an actual literal version of like Operation. It's just a bunch of like, it's a bunch of Swedish children that are just sitting around chopping up body parts. She's actually joined a fucking cult.
Put it in the stew.
I mean, they're. Yeah,
Yep.
I could. It'd be possible. I wouldn't want to eat them, but
At least it pays.
pays pretty good.
Moving on, Elf. Tell us a
Hello.
story from LARP.
I made a bunch of orcs kill themselves this past weekend, because
That's fucking morbid as shit. Like we were trying to
Because-
cheer ourselves up from Charlie's horrible morgue
no,
stories.
shut up! It's a great story. Shut up! Because mind magic works really, really well on orcs because they're weak-minded. They have a vulnerability to charm that basically makes it a dominate spell. So instead of them just being my best friend, they have to do everything I say. So it's just charm, kill yourself, charm, kill yourself, charm, kill yourself.
Power play.
All right, combat's over.
That works. Damn. LARP is
That's great.
LARP
great. I
is
did
too
that- I did
powerful.
that.
Like spells are too powerful in LARP.
I did that this weekend. It was great. Super fun.
Like there isn't anything like that in like D&D. There's
Sure
like
is.
there's Crown of Madness and like there's like Dominate Person, but even though you can't make them kill themselves, I don't think, can you?
I mean, I think you can.
Overruled, I say no.
But the problem,
well-
but see, the problem with D&D is that when you tell someone to kill themselves, they have to hit themselves like 800 times because everybody has 7 billion HP.
Yeah.
So.
I think that like if someone in one of my games was like, I just take my knife and slit my own throat, I'd be like, you're dead now then. Sure.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense to have to roll like a D whatever.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if they have a dagger and an open throat, like does it really take them 1d4 damage?
Yeah.
Like
No,
100
it doesn't.
times?
It surely can't. Like
away.
Yeah.
if you
For the whole
flavor,
episode.
if you like flavor the combat in such a way that someone's like, I jump on your head and stab you in both eyes with a long sword, and then they're just all they do is lose like 2d8 damage,
like,
but they've
yeah,
got
you
100
take-
HP. It's like no, they have to die now. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? I guess.
But yeah, so orcs.
Do you have
are
HP in LARP,
orcs are
or do you
weak-minded.
just?
Yeah, you do, but it's numbers like 13, or like
13?
or like 20,
You
depending
okay
on your
there?
class. This kind of stuff. And
But that's an unlucky number.
well, but
Sorry.
you can get hit for like 10s or 8s or like those kinds of damages, and it's based on like actually physically getting hit with like a fake weapon or like a spell or whatever. Spells are cast using these little doodads. You just throw them at people. It's great.
Yeah, I know you have like some have like nerf and stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
nerf looking things. to,
I mean,
like,
it's basically what it is,
Yeah.
right? Like it's like nerf combat.
more like
but
nerd combat. Sorry.
I mean,
For us, it's
definitely.
like
Oh,
2
got him.
hits, and if you're a human, you fucking die.
Yeah.
Well, you die. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you
I mean,
said
it's
10 and
basic-
20, I was like, what?
It's basically the same here, except that the damage numbers are bigger. Like,
Yeah.
Did you answer the dead penis question out of curiosity? Because I forgot. Have you touched a cold dead penis, Charlie?
She didn't know.
I don't know.
Oh, why?
I think I've had prostate in my hand. It's close
So have
enough.
I, though.
hot.
We've all been there. Let's.
In your hand? Wow.
That was a fun night. Again, yeah, we're going to be playing some Apocalypse World. It's run by lovely DistractedElf over there.
hello.
Thanks for hanging out, people in the chat. I'm just going to hand it straight over to you, Elf.
All right.
No one cares about what I have to say.
So, my ladies and gentlemen of the apocalypse, the first thing that we must do is highlight stats. We have to
Yay!
do our stat highlights for our XP gain during this game. Those of you who don't remember what that means, it means that I will ask you who you have the highest hex with, and then they will choose a stat to highlight, and I will choose a stat to highlight. And when you roll those stats, succeed or fail, you get an XP point. Okay?
Mm-hmm,
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sweet deal. So, Gargant,
Yes.
who do you have the highest hex with?
Phil.
So,
Aw.
Phil, what stat you want to highlight for Gargant?
I want to highlight his. The same one with. I think that. Hard.
You're going to highlight his heart.
No,
Okay.
wait. That's gonna fuck me up. Cool. You get cool.
You're going to highlight his cool. Okay, to act under
Alrighty.
pressure, stuff like that. Cool. Cool. And
Cool.
I'm going to highlight your weird because I want to whisper horrible things in your ear.
That's cool. That just means
make
that,
you
like,
insane.
if I don't follow what Norman says.
Yeah, like you go for the weird, then you don't follow, and you've got 2 XP right there. It's all good.
Although
It's
that's
good.
not really how I'm playing the game, but it's
I know,
still.
but I'm just saying.
I could do that, and
So,
I will.
So Feather, who has the highest, who do you have the highest hex with?
Joint with Kay and Ricky.
So which one do you want to pick your highlight?
Who picked it last week? Was it Ricky?
I don't know.
I think it was Ricky, so I'll go Kay.
All right, Kay, what stat do you want to highlight for Feather?
Hot. Even though I don't want to.
Hot. Okay. Can you even roll hot, Peachy? Yeah, you can for manipulates, right?
Because
Seduction is
Oh,
weird.
is it just seduction?
But I think your manipulates are still hot.
Okay.
I don't know for sure. Read it and find out, and I'll change your highlight if not. But I'm gonna highlight your sharp,
Okay.
hot and sharp. Phil, who do you have the highest hex with?
That's an issue. I have 3 with 3 people.
So pick one.
Okay, that's how I do it. I feel really bad for Kay. Out of character. So I'm gonna Kay.
Okay. What do you want to highlight for Phil?
I remove my past highlights, right? Straight away.
Yes, you do. Yeah, these are all resets.
Abusive? I mean, he's terrible.
What? So hard? So hard?
Yeah. That bastard.
Thank you.
There. Your heart has been highlighted, and I will highlight your weird. Ricky, who you got the highest sex with?
Highest is with K.
Okay.
Yeah.
KK.
What do you want to highlight?
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. And I will highlight your.
Sharp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bark? You're gonna
Yeah.
I am going to highlight your bark. Okay. Kay, who do you have the highest text with?
KK. Phil.
All right, Phil. Highlight for Kay. Remember, she gave you that sweet hard pick, so you
She
know.
did give me a
however,
hard.
however that works out for you. Like, is that good? Is that bad? Hit her up with the same deal.
Yeah. I'm not much for revenge. I feel like she needs to sharpen up more.
All right, sharp for Kay, and I will pick Kay's hard because I'd like to see her like break some bones, kick some ass.
Well, she tried that.
Yeah, but I'd like to see it actually work.
Well, I mean, my character is going.
I mean, she's a battle babe. Hard is a totally
Yeah.
legitimate pick.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so that's done. Now we need to roll fortunes for our lovely friend Phil to see how his gang is getting along, or
Yes.
his cult is getting along. So roll 2d6 for me, Phil, because it is roll 2d6 plus fortunes, but you don't have anything plus fortunes. So.
Dude, R2D. I'm a hacker. I'm just typing this in the chat.
Oh, you fail! What does that say about your fortune? What does that say on your fortune thing there? I think that just means you're in a bad spot.
If
I
it's,
know exactly what that's gonna mean.
it says on the roll. Spend one to That's not on. Oh, that's on the barter. Sorry. Here. On a 10 plus, you follow a surplus 7 and a surplus plus 1 want. 1 budge. It doesn't say if it.
It should. I will take a look.
I'm currently looking at the fortunes, and the
Hang on.
surplus is. Yeah.
I shall assist you.
Thank you.
Okay. Fortunes. You have a roll, which is your fortunes, which is where? Oh, I'm looking at Brainer. You're not a Brainer. You're a Hocus.
I am. I was gonna call my character. Pocus,
What
by the way.
am I doing? You're gonna call your character Pocus,
I was
really?
going to.
Okay, so fortunes. On a 10 plus, your followers have a surplus. On a 7 and 9, they have surplus, but choose one want. On a miss, they are in want.
Okay, that's.
If your surplus lists barter, like 1 or 2, that's your personal share. Spend on your lifestyle for whatever you will. But also, you didn't do that because you're in want. What is the want of your followers? I believe it was what was it, like desperation? They're like they need you.
Yes, they rely on me. I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. What was the
drugs.
other one?
Drugs.
And drugs. So stupor is the surplus.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're in want, so they're all fucking desperate drug addicts with no fucking drugs.
It kind
so
of fits.
that's-
It's been building up to that, so.
Yeah, it has, and I know exactly where it's going. So it's lovely. Good. Perfect. So that's all done. Now we set our scenes and figure out what we are. Yeah, we have to spend barter for lifestyle. Actually, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. We spend barter for lifestyle. So, how much barter do you all have? You can spend 1 or 2 for your lifestyle, depending on if you want to live it large or live it regular. Or if you have 0 lifestyle, then you're gonna have to find someone to support you. So, let's start with Feather. 1 or 2 barter. Feather.
Just one.
Just the 1? Okay, mark that off. Phil?
I have 1, so.
So 1.
So I can't
Nice.
decide not to.
I mean, if you decide not to, somebody
That
else
might
has to
be-
pay.
Exactly in favor. Okay.
Somebody else will have to pay for you, and trying to figure out who that is may put you in debt to someone.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm not in debt. I am Phil. All right. Now
All right.
1.
All right, 1. Gargant?
1.
1. Okay. Ricky?
1 as well.
And last but not least, the lovely Kay, who I know has no
She-
barter.
Already,
so,
look at her.
let's see. Okay, who would you go to pay your debt?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to trick Gargant into giving me money.
Okay, Gargant, why would you give Kay money if you had money to give Kay? I don't know if you do, but
Because Kay pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you just like, but like, what do you ask of her?
I don't ask her
So
anything. She's just
you
wandering
don't-
up and asking me, isn't she?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you have barter and she wants barter. Like,
Oh, I don't have barter.
oh, if
I was
you don't
gonna
have
hand her a bunch of like metal and shit and just be like, "There you go, is food, bye." Like that happened at some point.
Yeah, so you go to Gargan to try and trick him out of some barter. He
I
doesn't have
do.
any fucking barter.
I do give you barter, but it's just not anything edible. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like coins and dice. Like not coin, yeah, coins, actual coins
Real live money.
that are worth nothing.
It isn't.
I mean,
it
why
isn't.
is
It isn't.
this?
It isn't poker chips. That's for sure.
I've never seen like anything like this before.
You are welcome. Goodbye. I got to find gun now.
Okay, so that didn't work.
Remember, you can go to NPCs as well.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
I know an NPC who would happily pay your barter.
Yeah, well then.
Then I would puke. Can I try to sell these coins?
No, they're worth nothing.
They're worth no
absolute
barter.
jack shit. Basically, he didn't give you anything because he doesn't have barter to
They're
give
not
you.
coins. I call them coins, but they're like tin can lids. They're all sharp and awful. Even handing them over, I probably gave myself tetanus.
I'm gonna go to Feather.
You're gonna go to Feather and ask. Okay.
Yeah.
Have we earned any barter this entire time?
Yeah, you have.
I have no.
Yeah. Okay.
We have.
Well, you have to do things
we
that
could have
net you
earned some
barter.
barter last
There's
episode, you're
there's
right.
a
did.
there's a shit ton of like NPCs out there with barter that are willing to trade it for services, but you
Okay,
have to do
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
You just get barter for free.
I'm
What do
gonna
I get
ask.
if I give you a barter? Because I basically already own you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. My character's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, literally,
Well,
if you'd like to go to our friend Scab, he'll give you barter.
I mean, we're friends, okay, Feather, right? We're totally friends. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
what you want?
some money.
Well, for what?
Food and drugs.
You're gonna give me food and drugs if I give you money?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give her a barter.
All right.
Are you straight
Oh,
up
I hate
lying?
that
You're
voice.
straight up lying, aren't you?
No, I'll share some food, a
Okay.
little bit of drugs, just a little bit.
Where are you getting these drugs?
Where
Where are you getting these drugs with your 0 barter? This is the barter you're using to sustain
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
live.
I'm sustaining myself with my drugs.
Kay owes me
You know, heroin chick. You know,
drugs.
gotta stay slim with the
All
heroin.
I'm saying is like drugs ain't cheap. Drugs ain't cheap.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is if you don't give me food and drugs, I might hurt you.
I guess. I mean, I'll come back. Can I do a roll to see if I could just find like small amounts of bad drugs, maybe? Like LSD?
Well, that really depends. Like, who are you going to? Like, where are you going to get these drugs? Are you gonna go and like go to the cobweb and like try and get some drugs, or you've got to describe for me like what you're doing?
Okay, I'm gonna go to the cook at our place.
You're going to Shady's?
Yeah. And I'm gonna ask him if he's got like any kind of leftover, like a failed mixture
You
that he
just
doesn't
want, like,
think
the-
is fake. Like
You just
that
you
is
just want like
safe.
the runoff tar from the drugs.
Yeah.
Hey, you can do
So
a lot
you-
with that resin.
So you go back to like Club
Bobby.
Salvation. You go back to Club Salvation and you're knocking on the door for Shady's, like the big iron door with the sliding thing for Shady's lab. By the way, it's been about maybe like a week, I would say, like time skip wise from last session.
Oh
I
my
think it's good
god,
to
I'm
just
gonna be
like, move
insane
it-
if I haven't
to
got the
move
gun
it.
yet.
move it forward a little bit. Well, you've been setting up to like try and find Kanye and like get stuff sorted.
Every single day, like every hour and a half, I go into Phil like, it's time to get gun now.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Bruce Wright.
Soon. All right, so Kay, you're knocking on the door to Shady's place, and the iron slat comes open, just, and there's Shady's like gas mask face. You've never seen him take it off, by the way. You've never seen Shady without his gas mask on. And he goes, "What is it?"
I mean, Phil he just wanted me to get some of the, the leftovers from the baking. Because he's experimenting with some stuff, And he really needs
roll me manipulate. Roll me something. Roll me that sweet hot roll. Oh, hey. Yeah, so Shady goes like, "Oh, right, of course, the leftovers. I mean, we haven't been making much of the other stuff recently, so that makes sense. Maybe we can do something like that, yeah." And like, opens the big iron door, like, opens it up, and beckons you inside. And you can see inside that the lab looks a little different from when you last were in here. The last time you saw the inside of this place. It looks like stuff has been sort of like packed up a little bit. Like some of the glassware is missing.
Is he
like
leaving?
Some of the tables are like clearer. But he like goes over to a box nearby and like digs through for some like.
While he does that, can I like sweep the area? Make sure if he's. I guess I'm gonna read the area.
Yeah, just read the situation.
So
totally.
So sharp,
yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah. And then
so you get one question from the sharp list with a partial success.
Remember
that all the questions are on the handouts in the handout section on Roll20.
Is basic
moves.
Basic moves? Okay. What should I be on the lookout for in the sense that I want to see if he's like getting packed up to leave or something? Like
I mean, it certainly looks like he's like not gonna be in this room anymore for long. Like you caught him in the middle of like packing his shit, basically. Yeah.
Do I have time to kind of see if there are any like packages of real drugs anywhere that I can snatch?
Nothing you can see.
Okay.
Because the gang's been hungering, right? Like they're pretty desperate. There hasn't been a lot of supply. So he pulls out these like sort of almost like large mason jars, that have like this dripping kind of like a black gray resin in them, like this stuff that probably was like sort of liquid at one point, but it's like solidified in the cold, and it's kind of like not gelatin, but like like sort of like Play-Doh-ish in its texture, and sort of like hands you this big mason jar thing of resin. He's like, I hope that's useful. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. You have to heat it up though, unless you want it to explode.
Oh, so I need to be careful with it because it can explode if I don't heat it up.
Don't drop it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Are you planning on leaving?
What? What made you think that?
No, I was just wondering if you were like maybe going out for dinner or something. I just wanted to know if you were available,
I'm probably gonna head into town soon. I need to secure the supplies. We haven't had anything come in for ages, and well, I'd usually just sit here and wait. It's probably better if I take a look myself,
So where are you heading?
Probably talk to. Wait, why do you care?
I mean, I'm just interested because I'd like to help in any way I can. I want to support the family.
I mean,
the base stuff, drugs-wise, you're gonna go maybe see Kryn. She might have something in the hospital. Something I could work into some usable bacon,
What kind of things would you need?
There's lots of stuff.
Some cold medicine? I've heard you can make it out of that.
Yeah, some of that kind of stuff, the old labeled stuff, or the glass bottles full of purple or red liquid. As well as any alcohol, because you need to like kind of that helps. And there's a lot of stuff. Fuck, I just need some medical supplies. I just need to see what I can put together chemically that'll make this stuff work. Because that last batch,
He says, like pointing at the resin that you're holding.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, not so good.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. Just have a good day. And I'll walk with the thing really slowly. And I'm gonna go back to Feather with the things that I guess I've got some food as well.
Okay. What's everybody else up to during this particular time?
Punching
Or-
Phil
or-
until he's dead.
Or over the past week,
So it's after, or has it been? You mean just what we've been doing over the week?
Yeah, I mean, what have you been doing with the time that you would have done? Like we're not gonna make any rolls or anything. I'm just interested as like what
I'm just focusing on finding this Kanye person. Try to find where I could get a hold of him. And checking
Yeah.
our supplies, how we're doing. Trying to keep that in check.
I mean, Kanye. Kanye is a super easy person to find. He's definitely like he's a member of Harvey's gang, and he's got like two, underlings that are sort of his little like sub gang. You know how it goes.
Mm.
And he hangs out at Harvey's a lot, and then like at the motor pool, like the motor yard, sort of guarding the local stocks of gasoline, which I imagine to be in like big oil drums and stuff, like in a building in the motor pool.
Okay.
So he's basically like a goon, but he's a goon who's shook down Jag a few times, and she wants her revenge, so to speak. Anyone?
I'm just nothing. My thing is every hour and a half I go and speak to Phil about going to get the gun. That's it. Every now and then, at some point, Kay came to me and asked for all my tin lids that I've been collecting my entire life, and I gave them my entire stash, loads of them. Years I've been collecting them. She just took them, threw them away.
Things you may have been noticing, by the way. There are people out on the streets you wouldn't usually see in Stacktown during this week. There are people who you could only recognize as like the ogre's personal guards, like the ogre's goons, like specifically.
It's the Turks.
Yeah,
Careful,
basically. The raggediest Turks possible, but the Turks basically. And they're asking about some skinny, strung out fucking like drug addict and some fetish wearing freak, and where they can find them.
That's not fair. You shouldn't talk about me and Pony that way.
I want to know which one's the fetish freak.
Right? If any of them speak to me, I immediately point them to Kay.
Okay.
That's all that happens and then Phil hits me, and I'm like, yes, her name Kay. You find her in
Oh my
hideout.
God.
Shut up.
Yes.
So you just tell them where to go?
I would say at least 3 or 4 times I've almost told them exactly where Kay is at any given moment.
Okay, well they have far more information than they start. I'm just gonna move a clock forward over
Yep.
here. Hang on one second.
And then I'm like and then I spend the afternoon being brutally beaten by Phil. And then I forget the next day.
Oh boy.
Have I been approached by any of these people during this week?
I mean, you will have seen them. Do you talk to them?
Uh,
Like, they're not being subtle. They're like walking around town asking questions. You know what I mean?
Then no, I wouldn't. Well, maybe I'd like try and find out off people like what the hell's going on.
Coming down from the mayor's house at the top of one of the wrecked ships, you know, on the bridge of one of the wrecked ships, and you wouldn't usually see them, like, unless they're doing very specific errands for the ogre. These are the people who like live in his manor, you know.
I'm gonna go and run to Ricky.
You gonna run to Ricky? Okay. All right.
I'd be still at Stacktown, but I'd be in like the parking lot basically.
Yeah, like the motor pool. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be still in the truck. I pretty much live in my truck, to be honest.
Yeah.
Most of my barter goes towards buying fuel, pretty much. Yeah, I'm at my truck.
Speaking of which, fuel has been a little more expensive lately.
How much more expensive? What are we talking?
Like a third more expensive.
A third more?
Like enough that you would definitely notice.
Okay. Write that down. But I'd probably be taking a nap at the current point in time. You're just kind of sitting in the chair, got it reclined a little bit, and I got my feet up on the steering wheel. Like the bottom lip of the steering wheel I got my feet just sort of like perched there. Snoring away.
Okay, so Feather comes to find you.
I knock on the door and just open it and go in.
So I don't think Feather has a key. So you knock on the door?
Haven't I been living there for like months?
For a week or probably like 2 weeks, but I still don't even know why you're even living in my truck.
You don't. Feather does. You're her only friend.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't have a key.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door. Have you got like the window open a crack?
Yeah, it's probably down just a little bit. But like there's like the window's down, but I also have I got like almost like metal shields that I can pull down that I use when I'm sleeping or something. So it's like a metal grate, basically.
Yeah, it's just like a really solid fucking vehicle.
Yeah. But
Ricky.
you'd probably hear just like really loud snoring. You probably heard it like as you're approaching the truck, actually.
I'm gonna go around to the driver's side and bang on that door. Ricky.
Oh, fuck. Feather, I thought you were somewhere else. What do you want, Feather?
Ricky, I'm in trouble.
What kind of why are you in trouble?
Me?
Here, just here, get in the truck. And I'm gonna just run over to the other side. Well, not run over, but I'm just gonna kind of lean over. I probably wouldn't be able to reach if I were to lean. So I gotta actually hop down and kind of walk over a few steps to unlock the
He's
the
a
other
halfling.
Door. Pretty much, yeah. I'm 4 foot nothing. I'm not very tall. But yeah, I unlock the other door. There's a sequence of locks, and it's very intricate. There's a bunch of different spots. There's 3 or 4 different locks. There's one that's just a button, and then there's one that's a code, and another's like a pull lock, and then there's a lock that's hidden that I flip as well. That's down under the floorboard or underneath the mat or something like that. And I open the door. Just Feather, just come in and make sure you lock all those locks too, Feather, in order. I got them marked too. The 1, 2, 3, and then I kind of kick the
ones.
Yeah, the secret. Here, listen. For this one time, I'll show you where the lock is for this door. It's down there, and then I kind of just take my shotgun, and with the little hook that I usually use to take the staff part out, I kind of hook the floor mat and just pull it out of the way. It's right there. It's just number 4. Can't miss it.
So I do them all in order, and then I kind of sort of slink down in the footwell, so you can't see me through the windows.
Yeah. Now look, what's the issue? You know I don't like getting woken up like that.
I'm sorry, Ricky. Me and Kay, we did a job. We did a job for Noodle.
Oh, that one job that you said you definitely didn't have?
Yeah, that's the one, Ricky.
Oh. What exactly did you do?
We had to go and tell the ogre that the prices were going up.
Okay.
And
And
then
what happened?
Kay said she was gonna take over Noodle's place.
What?
I don't know.
Was she high? She was
was
high, wasn't
high.
she? She was fucked up on some stupid drug.
I don't know where she keeps getting it, Rick.
Listen, she got her connections. Don't question that girl. There's one thing she can do is track down something.
She probably got them all from me.
you just forgot. You're so fucked up you just don't remember.
Well, now he wants to kill me.
Are you sure he wants to kill you?
I look up. Can I see any sort of guards in the distance, or the ogre's people in the distance?
Roll sharp. Ask me questions.
Where's my basic moves? I'll pull it out. There we go. What's my enemy's true position?
What is your enemy's true position? You can see like the shoulder of a pinstripe suit, you know, like a beat up one, obviously. Everything is dirty and tattered, but the shoulder of this pinstripe suit, like you can see the back of him talking to one of Harvey's guys in like the motor pool, like across the way.
I get 3, don't I? With
Yeah.
12. What's my best way into the city without being?
Your best way into the city?
Way past the guards.
There aren't that many of them, so if you keep your head low and your eyes up, you're not likely to run into them. Like, there's maybe like 4 or 5 of these guys. They're just really good, you know.
Okay, which is the biggest threat?
Which is the biggest threat? The biggest threat to you right now is that particular Harvey's guy knows that you hang out in this truck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Fingers. He's seen you before.
See, there's one over there talking to Fingers.
Shit. So are you sure that they want you dead?
We jumped out the window, I think.
Why the fuck would you jump out the window?
I didn't want to jump out the window. She pulled me out the window.
You just let her pull you out the window?
I made up for it later.
What does that even mean? You are fucking weird, Feather.
I just whisper, I own her.
Excuse me?
I own her.
Again, what does that mean? How do you own her?
You'll see. You'll all see.
I
don't want to die, Rick.
It's at this point during the conversation that you can see the pinstripe suited individual is walking towards your truck. Like casually.
It's coming, Rick. Where's the hide, Rick? Oh, jeez, Rick.
Oh, fuck. You're gonna owe me, Feather. Listen, get in the back of the truck and hide underneath the bed and don't make a fucking sound.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that.
Okay.
Also, I leveled up.
I need you to roll cool, actually, Feather, to act under pressure to like get out of sight before he gets to a point where he might be able to
How the
see
fuck
you.
did you level up already?
I've been like rolling the stats that have been
Yeah,
highlighted.
and
shit.
XP doesn't reset per session. Like, she could have had 4 coming into this and then got 1. You know, it's.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you failed to get the hell out of the way. All right. So it's like Oh, go hide under the bed. Yeah, I'll do that. Rap, rap, rap on the window. Guy's looking directly at you.
At me.
Yeah, I'm just I turned to you. Well, it's a little bit too late for that now. Look, just stay there and don't worry. We'll figure something out. And I turn back and burp loudly and kind of roll down the window a little bit.
Ricky, how much interaction have you had with the mayor's people?
Not much. I don't
Not
really.
much?
I don't pretty much only interact with Harvey's gang a little bit, and that's basically just to do like simple
task
runs.
stuff.
Yeah, like I don't do much, and I've lived between here and Safeway pretty much for like the past probably like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And I don't really do much other than just do runs back and forth.
What about you, Feather? Have you had like any previous run-ins with like the ogre and his people? Like, have you lived in this town and run into them before? I'm just establishing whether you'll know this person or not, basically.
Sorry, I didn't.
Have you had any run-ins with the ogre before this more recent one? Like,
No.
like does Feather know the ogre's people at all?
I mean, maybe I know the people, but I probably haven't had run-ins with them.
Yeah, sure. You lived in Stacktown, so you probably know.
They're probably there and now and again on the street corner and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I've stumbled into them, but
This guy knocking on your window has a lit cigarette in his mouth, and his hair is like slicked back and long enough that it like touches like his shoulders behind him, and you know that his name is Frost, so he waits patiently for you to either emerge from this vehicle or what have you, after having knocked.
Ricky does Frost. I don't know what to do, Ricky.
And who is Frost?
I just like point. Like he's right behind me. And
just sort of like I've like audibly facepalm, just like
there's
up
another
my forehead.
there's another like sort of like slightly more impatiently frowning knock at
Just
the
rapping
window.
on the window.
Yeah.
But who? Whatever. Fuck it. And I just kind of roll down the window a little bit more. Yeah, Frost, is it?
It is.
Yeah. What can I do for you, Mr. Frost?
Been looking for this one.
Why?
Cause she and some other crazy bitch jumped out the ogre's window, smashed it right through.
Yeah, that sucks.
And so we're looking to collect a payment.
Yeah, well, I personally I can't really help you with that, there, Mr. Frost. You're gonna have to talk to her.
That's fine. I'm talking to her.
Yeah, she's busy though.
Is she really though? And he pulls a silenced pistol. It is like, it has a silencer on it. It's a 9mm pistol. Like, this is high tech at this point in time.
Okay, so
Like,
I want to
like above the window frame sort of thing. You know, like, is she really busy though?
So like when you see the truck itself, like he probably would be able to maybe get a shot if you could like get the gun to perfect angle.
Sure.
But I still see the gun, and while he does that, I'm gonna just with one foot, I'm gonna like kick down like the little gun flap on the center of the door, and but I'm just gonna turn, turn to Feather. Yeah, she's I don't know, she's doing this. She does this thing where she's like connects to like some force or some shit. I've only never seen it before. It's fucked up. But she's just sitting there useless. She can't talk to me. She's just there. She's no good to you right now. I can bring her back to you. I can bring her to you when she's good, though. Trust me, you won't get a word out of her.
No, I don't think so. Just open the door. I'll take her. No problem for you.
I lost the key. So I've been in the truck here for the past week. Haven't been able to get out.
Man of your stature, climb through the window. He says, like, super dismissively.
Do I hear that?
Probably.
Can you say that a little louder? What was that you just said?
Man of your stature,
What do you mean by that?
climb through the window.
And at this point, I take the shotgun and just jam it out through the hole and probably like into his. Probably I don't know how high up he's climbed, but I'm assuming it probably sits somewhere like around his hip area, probably like somewhere like in the middle of his body. Would you say? I just kind of like jam it out. You probably shouldn't talk about me like that. I don't appreciate it, and I'm not too worried about your fucking sniper, your little pistol there either, buddy.
You're gonna have to roll something like.
Okay, whatever you want.
This is
aggro?
something hard. Yeah, I don't know what kind of hard that you're trying to do. Like, are you threatening him, or are you gonna follow through if he?
No, I'm just putting the gun out through the slot.
I mean, that's a threat in and of itself, right? Like.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's what I do. I just put the gun out through the hole.
On. Let me see here. Go aggro. Yeah. I mean, you wanna make him do something. So yeah, I think it's probably go aggro, and then we see if you can make him back off.
Okay. And that's hard, right?
It is.
Ooh.
What'd you get? Oh, we're in bad rolls territory today.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. On a 10 plus, they do that. On a 7 to 9, they do that. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. So I think you kick open the flap and like point the shotgun out. Like, you probably shouldn't talk to me like that. And as soon as that flap opens and that shotgun comes out, it's like he rotates enough that even if you shoot or you know, if you're about to like shoot him to get him off there, you're not gonna hit him. Like, he's at too close of an angle to the barrel. And I think he just shoots through the window. Like, he just shoots because the window's open, right?
So the window is open, yeah.
Yeah.
The top portion is open, but the actual like metal thing is still down. Like the actual like armor plating kind of stuff.
Okay, so how are you talking to him? Exactly.
Like through that, it's like you can still talk through it. It's not just like a solid piece of metal that comes over. It's sort of like, you know, like at stores sometimes when they're closed, they have like kind of like a metal grate that goes across. It's almost like blinds. It kind of folds down.
Oh sure, yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah.
But that's still gonna be bullet permeable at close range. Like, stick a pistol through it and shoot a bunch.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's like standing on the runner of the truck, right? Like, that's what I figure anyway.
Okay.
So you miss, or he takes the threat as like action, you know, and just shoots through the fucking grate like a whole bunch. So who's on my side? Like, who's on his side?
I would be, so that would be the driver's side, right?
Yeah, so it would be you, right?
So I would be there, yeah. So like, and I'm not a huge target. I would probably be down. I'd probably be sitting down and kind of like trying to aim the gun out the slot. Now it's not very big, so I don't have much movement with it. So I'm just sort of like in my seat.
I think
much.
you just take 2 harm. Like,
okay.
he just shoots you with the pistol. So there's a whole bunch of like cracked off shots of like a silenced pistol, not like that movie version of a silenced pistol where it sounds like a pea shooter, but like, you know, actual sound.
If I see Ricky get shot, I'm gonna, because I was like awkwardly trying to get into the back, right, as this guy just knocked on the window. You. I'm gonna grab something from underneath the bed. It's a weird glove thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fit it on.
Remember, Ricky, that if you have armor or anything, that reduces your harm. Side note. You also need to make the harm move after taking harm.
Yeah, I have it to 6, and I don't have any armor, so.
So we'll do that first. So you're making the harm move +2, so 2d6 +2, because you took 2 harm, and then we'll see if you get incapacitated or anything like that.
2d6. 2. So this is to roll for what I just took, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you always roll the harm move after receiving harm, basically.
5.
So you're fine.
Okay.
The harm move is the only one you want to fail, basically.
Okay.
It just means
where do I get shot to?
I imagine like he sticks the gun in the grate and just shoots through, and like it's up to you where you want to get shot. You know what I mean? Like, but it's a significant amount of damage. Like it's 2 harm.
I'd say it probably hits me in the arm or something.
Yeah, it probably catches you on like the shotgun holding arm because you've got it sort of up while you're like ducking.
Fuck. Why do you have to go and do that? And I pull the shotgun in and kick up the latch, and then I roll up the window. And probably like I don't know if he what happens with this gun.
Yeah, so you're grabbing a glove, right? Feather?
Yeah. So I'm pulling this glove on. And I'm trying to unlock all the fucking locks on the passenger side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
He just shot my best friend in the whole wide world.
Yeah, I did. Frost, while the window's being rolled up, like Frost is still trying to like shoot in and being like, you fucking think you could just take me like that? You know, like all that kind of shit, like trying to like aim through. Your fucking fortress of a truck won't last long.
And I just sort of like, as he's doing that, I'm like kind of crouched down, leaned up against the meat of the door. It's like, you little bitch. Yeah, keep talking, you little bitch. You're just a little bitch, Frost. I just keep repeating that over and over whenever he talks to me.
Yeah, and he like pulls his gun away and like steps down from the truck, like because he knows he's not gonna get through like that fucking armor plating with a pea shooter. But what's your play here, Feather? Like,
I'm trying to get outside to go get him.
You're trying to get outside? Well, and you know, I assume you can get outside if you want.
Yeah, well, I'm unlocking all the.
You're going through the locks. Listen, Feather, I think I could just. God, my fucking shoulder. I should be. Look, it might be best if we just get the fuck out of here.
Hey, show you, Ricky.
Yeah, I know. And what are you gonna do? Go out there with that glove? He's gonna shoot you too, and he's gonna shoot me.
Him, Ricky. I'm gonna hurt him.
Listen, and you still can. And while I'm saying that, I'm starting up the truck.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm going through the procedure, doing that.
I'm trying to get the number 4, the one with the shotgun hook, but I like
the shots have definitely like brought attention. Like the gang of Harvey's guys that's like around here, you know, like the security or whatever, the motor pool security, are like all gathering around Frost and like, you know, you can see fingers talking to him, and Frost is like just because you got your window up so you can't really hear it. There's like indistinct like shouting of like Frost talking to Harvey's guys and being like, this motherfucker, you know, like has exactly what the ogre wants, like that kind of shit, you know.
So as that's happening as well, like, look, just leave the last lock and lock the other ones again, and we're gonna get out of here. And with that, I'm gonna throw it into reverse.
You just like kick it off.
And floor it, like just drop the clutch and floor it in reverse, and just the tires start lighting up.
Okay, where are you headed?
I was gonna head back to the what's the
like
place?
Club Salvation?
Yeah, where Phil's thing
Phil's
is.
gang,
yeah, I keep forgetting the name of the spot.
So
we're gonna head back
while
over
you're kicking it, you know, back into gear, you can see like as you're reversing in the motor pool, a bunch of Harvey's guys are like following Frost's like directions, and Frost goes with them like in one of the cars, and they're getting into like, you know, like they look like sort of security cars almost, you know, like gang cars, to follow you.
Okay.
We're gonna get to do some road wars, my friend. We're gonna get to do some road wars. But they're getting ready to follow you, so that's the thing. But we're gonna maybe take a break right now and then kick it over to somebody else, and you know, like rotate our action a little bit.
And then it's time for Road Rash. Remember that game?
That game was my childhood.
That was my childhood too. Road Wars.
Listen, you can't have a driver in Apocalypse World and not crash some cars together at least once.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a whole set of bullshit for Road Wars, isn't there? Like in this. So hell yeah! All right, we're gonna go grab ourselves a little bit of hardcore opiates, and you should do the same. We'll be back in a few minutes. Charlie, what was that? You wanna do that? Do that again?
Just the old Space Ghost is back.
Just a little.
So many 14-year-olds are making gifts right now.
Go grab yourself, and then we'll be back. Go grab yourself, and we'll be back. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you all in a few.